All right, greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy new year! It's 2026. Welcome back to the Timeless Gamers Show, where our games and our bodies may grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain. Hey, it's timeless, guys, and the show is now live in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And do I have to keep telling you this? Go check our old episodes by going to the YouTube channel, Timeless Gamer Show, or by going to the website, official website, mind you, timelessgamers.com. And for all of your messages, whatever that may be, just send them all to timelessgamers.show at gmail.com. Alrighty. And of course, previously in the Timeless Gamer Show, before we ended 2025, we did a live reaction, a late one, of course, a late live replay reaction of the 2025 Gaming Awards. Okay, it was a 4 hour show. Damn it. Of course, and so if you're curious on our reactions, of course, you know where to go. You know what to do. The Korean timeless, everything Korean, of course. Korean Gaming Awards. All right. For this episode, okay, we're kicking off the new year with another Xbox themed episode, Xbox 360, to be specific. We're talking about the role playing games, okay? And it's been a while since we did a role playing game episode in this show because every time we do a role playing game episode, we usually go way over time. So hopefully it's not the case. We'll try to keep it simple and short, within 2 hours. Hopefully. Alrighty. Joining the panel for tonight, we got Sir Joel. Sir Joel, how was the new year?
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. This is Joel of the Banyagi Native Facebook page, almost always here on Timeless Gamer Show. And my new year was excellent, actually, Joe. Very restful, very doing a lot of catching up. A lot of old animation showed up on Tubi.tv. I've been watching the Silverhawks. It was amazing. Yeah, trip down memory lane, and yeah, tons of happiness and joy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Back to you.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Joel. And of course, Sir Jose, what have you been doing for the last 2 weeks?
Um, Working and being sick and just being here, buying stuff I don't need.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Jose. And of course, Sir JDM, how was your holidays?
Hello, everyone, and happy 2026. And JDM Juan De Marcos here of 123 Go. My new year was awesome. I woke up 10 minutes before the new year. I woke up just to greet everyone a happy new year. And then I just ate, and after a while I became sleepy and I just went straight to bed.
Ah, classic move. Thank you for that, Sir JDM. And of course, returning back to the show, Retro Vibes, Sir RV. How was the Christmas and the New Year celebration?
Hi guys, Ivy here. Yes, happy New Year to you all. It was good, just something quiet with the family. My parents actually just came back today from the Philippines. So good. They brought all these kind of pasalubong, as you can see, rosquillas,
What up?
Piyaya, ube.
Pahingi.
So, yeah, I've got a lot of eating to do.
Wonderful. I think those are his snacks for tonight. All right. Thank you for that, Sir RV. And of course, returning back to the show as well, Sir Marky Mark at Juicy. How was your Christmas and your holidays?
Hi guys, Happy New Year. It's a typical Christmas and New Year. I made peace with my cousin, but I still hate you, bro. Anyway, uh, I like the fruit salad. I'm the fruit salad eater of our family. So yeah, just like JDM, I just woke up, ate, made peace, and slept. And I hope you guys will enjoy the show for today. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you for that, sir. Marky Mark. Alrighty. So, guys, let's go on with it. Role playing games. Okay. So, we when we discussed the Xbox episode, the documentary of Power On, the Xbox documentary that produced by Microsoft themselves. So I think we were able to tackle most of the story regarding Xbox anyway. But now we're talking about the role playing games and the Xbox 360 in particular. In comparison with the PlayStation 3, okay, the PlayStation 3 still got more role playing games per se compare between the two. Uh, I don't know. Personally, I feel like the Xbox were more into the Western, the American sensibilities of video games, more shooting, more explosions. So, and I mean, there was this push with the earlier leadership of Xbox when they wanted to market over to Japan, where where role playing games uh, of the popular genres aside from the shooting games that the Americans are used to be more familiar with. And to my understanding, only during the first, I don't know, during the first 5 or 6 years of the Xbox 360's lifespan, there were JRPGs. There were role playing games, sure, but during the tail end of that generation between Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, yeah, a lot more came out for the PlayStation 3. Unfortunately, there were rumors, of course, but we're not gonna delve on that whether they're true or not. But for this episode, we'll just gonna be talking about some of our picks of the role playing games that's available for the Xbox 360. Now, originally this was supposed to be a JRPG episode, a Japanese role playing game episode, but we figure, you know what? Let's just focus on the RPG um, as an umbrella topic, meaning we're going to cover not just the Japanese role playing game side, but we're going to be focusing on the Western as well. Okay, and you might be don't be surprised if some of the games that will be mentioned here will not necessarily be exclusives, though. To my understanding, in during the earlier years of that generation, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 kind of shared some games. Okay, I think this was the time when shared exclusives became a thing. Yeah, and so we're gonna start off with okay. Who are we gonna start it off? I mean, this topic has been a long time running, guys. Okay, supposedly this was a topic slated for last year, but because we need to play, we need to prep for this. We need to prep for the games that we're gonna pick. So okay, fine. We pushed it and we pushed it and we pushed it until oh, it's already the new year. Might as well just do it now. Get out of the way. And mind you, guys, this is not my idea. Okay, the role playing games topic was suggested by Sir Jose. Actually,
Me? No.
you did. I'm not even saying anything at all. Okay, but hey, who wants to go first? How?
Well, since he suggested it, he might as well start it off. Jose, go for it.
I mean, I can. I mean,
No.
I can go first if you guys prefer.
You know what? Let's have Joe go first. He never
Actually,
goes
yeah,
first.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Joe never goes first. Let's start the new year differently. Let's have Joe begin with this episode. Okay.
All right. So okay, I'm just gonna prepare my visual aid here.
Mm.
Okay, so my game for the Xbox 360. Okay, there you go. Oh, there you go.
Is
There you
that a
go.
Manila paper or a cartolina?
It's one of those acetate presentations. I have a little bit more money than that. I can afford it. There,
I
there you
see.
go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh God. Nope. Nope. There you go. Oh. It's been a while since I've done this. All right. There you go. Before I start talking, I'll get into character a little bit. Okay. There you go. I
Oh,
got my
here we
special
go.
hat. There you go. I got my special hat. Okay. There you go. I got my special hat. All right. There you go. My so this is my game right here. The Xbox 360 exclusive Operation Darkness. And I'm showing you guys this one. This is I've shown this one to you guys before. This is the Japanese version with English support. And you can tell, well, not really you can tell, but according to here at the back, there's English support in here. Apparently what they did here, so Japanese audio, but everything else is English, like text and all that. So you can still play this. To my understanding, this costs more if you're gonna buy it from eBay US. So if you want to play Operation Darkness for your Xbox 360, if you're not that very particular with it, you can just buy the Japanese copy for cheap, and you'll still be able to play it as is. There might be some minor translation uh, changes here and there because the Japanese are a lot braver compared to the American censors. Okay, there you go. So, all right,
More copy too.
getting into character. There you go. Oh, Surose is also showing his American copy of Operation Darkness. There you go. That's the
Is there a
NTSCU.
Korean copy?
This is
The
the
Korean
copy.
Operation Darkness. Korean Operation Darkness. The MTRCB. The ESRB rated M US version of the Operation Darkness. There you go. There you go. Okay, so Operation Darkness. What we have here. Ahem. Getting into character. Um, Hydra was founded on the belief that humanity cannot be trusted with its own freedom. Oh, no, no, no. That's a wrong game, wrong game, wrong game. Okay. Okay. There you go. According to some historians involving the Third Reich, there was reason to believe that Adolf Hitler had a certain obsession on matters of the mystical, the supernatural, and the occult. This fascination started when even before he became Führer, beginning when he was a young struggling artist, believing the idea of finding a higher truth, a superior order in the chaos of the world, and also sold on the idea that he was part of something significant. The writings he studied fused with occultism, mythology, and pseudo-history to create a narrative that glorified the German people as the chosen race destined for greatness. This concept served as the major foundation of the video game I am about to represent, Project Darkness, a tactical turn-based role-playing game exclusive for the Xbox 360, developed and published by the Japanese studio called Success on October 2007 in the East, while Atlas published to the West. Project Darkness, if shortly described, a reimagining of the European theater of the Second World War, where major events of the European battlefield were consequences from the covert skirmishes of the Allies versus the Nazis. But, involving the use of zombies, skeletons, magic users, werewolves, vampires, androids, science of Herr Dr. Frankenstein, descendants of Van Helsing, Jack the Ripper, and Godzilla. And Godzilla, man. Godzilla of all things that you can put in the World War II. Sure, why not? Okay. So So the story of Operation Darkness, it follows a secret squadron of the British Special Air Service called the Wolf Pack. That's for the American version. I believe they called it the Blood Pack in the Japanese version, but because ESRB pussies, they said, "Oh, we don't want we don't want blood in being focused on this video game. We'll just call them Wolf Pack." Okay, of course they turn they turn into wolves. They're werewolves, alter beasts, and all that. Why not? Sure. Okay, so this special squadron go on, and as they fight the Nazis across Western Europe and North Africa, as we mentioned earlier. In every start and end of the skirmishes, there will be a video presentation of actual old black and white footages of World War II. Okay, do you know if you guys are familiar when you watch those World War II documentaries, those World War II snippets here and there? Yeah, they incorporate all of those historical snippets there in this video game, which is whole thing actually very educational as well. And the game tells the narrative that the actions of this special squadron resulted to these key events of world history, which ultimately led to the final showdown with the Führer in Berlin. Okay, and as you can see, the footage right there, the video game footage sample on the screen. The gameplay is a grid-style tactical turn-based combat. So you move your the ally soldiers across the field via the highlighted squares, so you can get close enough to eliminate the Nazi forces. One by one if you can. If the range is enough to cover one or two more Nazi soldiers, then hey, it's a good thing. There's a variety of attacks here that you can use: shooting guns, throwing grenades, launching rockets, stabbing blades, casting magic spells, raining lightning, biting necks. Typical things soldiers do, as per usual. And this game is still
No,
about
no, no, no.
war, of
You're
course,
you're you're mistaking soldiers for the Navy. Okay. Anyway.
or the Marines, maybe.
Okay. There you go. Mhm.
And the game is still about war, so your main weapons will be, of course, still be guns, right? So every other form of attack that are available are just secondary nature, unique to that soldier that you're gonna pick. There are different kinds of guns here to choose from, and each gun has its own pros and cons. So, as the player, you need to come up with a good balance of which soldiers having the right guns for them to use. Okay, not everybody can be snipers. Not everyone can be machine gun users. Not everyone can be grenade launchers. So, well, if you can afford it, sure, but let's talk more about that later. In terms of gaming economics, for most part of the entire game, you will be allowed to buy some weapons, ammunitions, and replenishing items before you head into battle. The money you will be spending here will be coming from the rewards of each successful mission. Uh, every kill that you make, sure. And then you can revisit some old battlefield maps to grind for more money and experience points, which is a good thing. Okay, so it's not linear. So you can still, if you feel under leveled, you can still grind for more experience points and for more money. The experience points that you will get will, of course, level up each of your soldiers and also giving them special skills, which in turn will make them stronger and more durable in the battlefield. Uh, Ammunition, very limited in this game. Hey, it's war, okay? Yeah. You're not in God mode here. So if you run out of bullets or mana points or MP to pull off your special attacks, you can just go running towards the nearest incapacitated soldier, steal whatever shit they have, and use those to continue fighting. Okay. Uh, so doing this will also get you unique weapons. Some special enemies like the squad, the squad commander usually have the unique weapons or certain unique items that will be important in the later chapters of the game. It will make things easier for you. You know, so the essential modus operandi would be kill an enemy, steal their shit, rinse, repeat. That's it, really. The biggest selling point of this game, without a doubt, of course, the World War II tangents. Personally, me and Sir Joel, actually, so we're very much interested on the theaters of both World Wars and how they played out. And the difficulty of the game can be very challenging, uh, as your soldiers are always outnumbered and most of the time underleveled when fighting the enemy. So it's pretty much the same thing as any other strategy or tactical RPGs out there. I mean, you're always outnumbered by the enemy. So for the beginners of this game, I would suggest replaying the first two chapters over and over just to get a better understanding of the controls and the mechanics of the battlefield. Terrain is gonna be an important factor here. So uh, like maybe if you're on a higher plane or for better visualization, avoid marshes or water because it can affect your mobility, stuff like that. Um, if there is a nitpick that I can point out, the characters you will be introduced to, they are hardly fleshed out aside from the obligatory expositions, especially when so they pretty much so for example, they were hyping up this the character Jack the Ripper, and I'm like, oh shit, Jack the Ripper, really? I mean, the serial killer from England. And then when they gave you Jack, he said, I mean, nothing. I mean, they didn't really gave him anything much else to say. They didn't really gave him much to do aside from one-liners here and there. I mean, he's a fun character to use, sure, but aside from the hyping that they did during the earlier parts of the game, nothing. Um,
Oh.
I feel like this game would have been like maybe an introduction. I feel like there's a sequel coming supposedly, but it didn't really sell this game, unfortunately, because hey, it's the Xbox 360. Uh, the combat aspect of the game takes priority above all else, followed by the World War II snippets, the videos, and the originality of the story and and the character development served last, unfortunately. When I say the snippets here, because I mean, it's cool that you have those World War II footages that they're going to be showing you. Very educational, sure. But if you're going to look at it, take those away, take those World War II narrations away. This game is pretty bare bones. I mean, story wise, they hardly have anything else going on for it because they didn't really uh, they didn't really give much of the characters things to do or say. Unfortunately, I mean, they're very minimum. And like definitely the gameplay shouldered most of the effort here of Operation Darkness. And to me, Operation Darkness was the 360's World War II adjacent game, while the PlayStation 3 has Valkyria Chronicles 1. And I would still rank Valkyria Chronicles 1 higher in overall presentation, but I did very much enjoyed still playing Operation Darkness. So that's Operation Darkness, guys. In a world where World War II was won by uh, or fought by werewolves, vampires, witches, zombies, robots, and
Mm.
hey, dinosaurs. I'm showing you the. I'm just showing you guys a sample video. So those other outrageous characters will not be. Will be available, sure, in the later parts of the chapters. So this
Mhm.
is just sample footage, really.
Well,
So
I guess the biggest takeaway for me for this game, the way that you've described it, Joe, is it's a cross between Valkyrie Chronicles, like you said, and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. If anybody's
Yes.
familiar
yes,
with that comic book or
Yes.
that
yes,
movie, Yes. Basically, it's a combination of all these literary characters going off on adventures, and in this case, it looks like it is a combination of Valkyria Chronicles with the tactical battlefield, and well, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Too bad from the way that you've described it, they didn't have the chance to flesh out the characters. It sounds like it might have been a great storyline, honestly.
It would have been
How
really.
yeah, how they might have interacted with each other, how much they conflicted with each other. Maybe in the end of it, maybe brought it all together as to how they might have worked together. But
Yeah,
from the sound of it, it might have been the trying to establish something new. And it had been successful, it might have gone in that direction. But sad to say, it was only beginning, and it was it didn't get the momentum it needed to continue. From the sound of it.
I was expecting a good interaction between the descendant of Van Helsing and
Mm,
Jack the Ripper talking to each other.
mm,
I mean, I
mhm.
mean, what could have been the dynamic between those two?
Yeah, definitely.
The the descendants of the Frankenstein monster.
Hmm. Yeah, if I were the writer, I'd have a field day with with the in between interactions of that. But yeah, it doesn't look like they had the chance for it. Up, looks like Joe. Yeah, yeah, froze up. Sad to say. Anybody else? From the way that Joe described his game, Operation Darkness. What are your impressions? Jose, you already have the game. Have you tried it yet? Or if not, then what's your impression of how Joe described it?
No, I got like when I first bought it. I remember he said he bought it and it was really
Mm,
expensive.
yeah.
And when I bought it from Best Buy and it was like on clearance for like $20.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how we shoppers here do it here in the U.S. Look for the clearance bins. Look at the clearance bins. Look at the racks where they're stickered in yellow already. Yeah, that's how we do it. So Jose, so you
um,
got it for $20.
I got in like maybe submission 6 or 7.
Mm.
Um, I forgot why I stopped playing. I think somehow something happened. I don't remember if someone stole my Xbox or if my Xbox red ringed,
Okay.
but I lost my save file and it was before cloud
Uh,
saves, so I didn't feel
yeah.
like going through all that again.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, it's a testament to how it didn't impact you, that you didn't want to go through it again. Yeah, go ahead, Jose.
but I enjoyed it. Like the graphics aren't really that great.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like a PS2 game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But my favorite part was the part that Sir Joe was talking about, the little snippets in between. It gives you, it's almost like you're watching like a documentary, and it's just giving you information about the war at that point in time, using using actual World War II footage. Um, that was the most interesting part, because like you guys, I find those two wars very interesting, and
Yes.
it's always nice to learn and see more about them.
Mm.
But yeah, like he was saying, the characters don't really have too much interaction. They're not really fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember same thing when Jack the Ripper came out. I was like, oh shit, like Jack the Ripper, and then just like whatever.
Well, it's again, it's they had an opportunity, and it sounded like they had the opportunity. If they weren't able to do much with it, though, and like it turns out that Jose is as much of a World War I and World War II fanatic as we are, Joe. So we'll add him to the ranks and everything. Okay. Anybody else? Any other impressions? JDM.
I think so Joe has this pattern with historical fiction,
Mm,
because
okay.
uh, because the last time he had this game that had Pacific Rim, like
Oh yeah, yeah.
um I forgot which
Oh
episode
yeah,
was that and which game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's really into this
the mecha episode.
kinds
I
of
think
games.
the mix. Yeah,
Yes, and yeah, and as what
I
Ninong
like my
Joe
war games.
told,
Yes.
uh, yes, and it's really sad to see the soldiers when they die, they just slump it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Just like the real.
they die like Family Guy characters like this.
I thought that guy was just like in the prone position, but actually he's dead.
Mm,
It's really sad.
Face down, ass up.
And,
oh my goodness.
and yeah, it's I think um the one who made this game is a fan of the History Channel and um like those supernatural um shows, because whenever you hear super if you're not a fan of the History Channel, you thought that it's going to be about history and everything that's happened in the world before. But
Mhm.
when you see them, it's aliens and the supernatural.
Right.
What if?
Oh,
Right.
personally, I think it is an improvement. I love it.
You know that
No,
guy that
I mean, you
that
know what? I
guy
mean,
who made it's aliens.
hey,
It's the
I
meme.
mean, it wouldn't be a surprise if aliens suddenly came up with this game.
I'm well. There you go. All right. How about you? How about you, Mark? What's your impression? How do you like it?
Actually, like Sir JDM, comment, Sir Joe have this pattern about these cool games, about World War or what. About his game, vampire, werewolves, zombies. It's a big takeaway for me. It looks very interesting. Also, it has that. How can I say this? Pale color, pale muddy theme color. Well, it's Xbox 360, but it has that color, so it gives more that war theme thingy about
You do
that
Almost,
have to
game.
wear
almost,
green,
yeah,
and
almost a sepia
that's the
tone, shall we
camouflage.
say?
Right.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. Mm.
So yeah,
they cannot really be
actually,
colorful during the war.
right. So yeah, it's I like it. I'm going to try it later or tomorrow.
All right. Very cool. And of course, RV. Impressions, thoughts.
Yeah, I actually watched Sir Joe play this. I think you streamed this 5 months ago, and I watched it. I'm like, I remember watching. I'm like, this game looks really cool. It reminds me of like XCOM or Fire Emblem, like some of those
That
kind
was
of.
how long this episode should have been. 5 months ago,
Yeah.
we had this episode logged in for 5 months ago.
But yeah, no, I remember him live streaming it, and then I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, this is a really cool game, yeah. Because like I said, I like those kind of strategy games like XCOM and Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy Tactics. So it's really cool.
All right. So yeah. Overall, Josh says he generally enjoyed it. It's just that he wished that it had more. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So yeah. Overall, would you recommend it, Josh, to somebody who wants to try something different in terms of if if the person has an Xbox, just required an Xbox, would you recommend it for the person to try?
Um, I would recommend this to those people who are very fascinated into World War history.
Mm,
Okay,
okay.
I mean, ignore ignore the fact that there are vampires and werewolves in this game. Okay,
Mm,
because the game will keep saying the Allies did this, the Axis did that, America did this, Germany did this, and then they will mention the characters as a footnote. So I mean,
mm,
it didn't like I mentioned, they didn't really flesh out all of the characters in their original storytelling as much. So if you're just into the aspect of vampires, werewolves fighting Nazis, go on ahead.
mm,
This is a nice change of pace compared to the
mm,
other tactical role playing games out there. If you already played Valkyria Chronicles, which is not necessarily World War II, but it feels like World War II
yeah.
because of how they dance around the idea of Germany and the US fighting the war there. This is very much straight on the point. You'll end up fighting Hit. Okay, spoilers. You'll end up
Mm.
fighting Hitler eventually. Okay,
I mean, that's
and
standard because
I mean
like Captain
that's World War II.
Wolfenstein or yeah,
I
or
mean, who
yeah.
is the final boss? Oh,
Mhm.
spoiler alert! Spoiler
Mhm.
alert!
It's
Okay,
not Red
to
Skull.
those people,
Oh, yeah.
to those people who are, to those people who are not paying attention to their world history
Mm.
subjects. Okay,
Which which is
their world history.
which is a
Okay,
surprising
spoiler
number of
alert.
kids nowadays. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you'll end up fighting Hitler here, and of
Mm-hmm.
course, who wins the war? Okay, but then again, you're not just fighting Hitler; you're also fighting Godzilla. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding around. Sir Arvin knows this. You watch me play this. I'm like, the moment Godzilla started appearing in this game, I'm like, oh shit, Japan just suddenly appeared in the chat. Now we have a war. Okay, so definitely I would recommend this. Like I said, a little bit difficult playing this for the first. If you're a beginner or you're relatively new to this genre, just keep replaying those first two chapters just to get yourself familiarized with it.
Okay. So this is where Red Alert 3 got their idea. Anyway, so next person.
I was waiting for the
Uh,
Gundams to show up.
all right. So, who wants to go next?
Ultraman, maybe.
All right. Who wants to go next? Who wants to volunteer for the next game? All
Oh,
right. All right. RV wants to
Okay,
go.
we got
All right. Let's do it.
so my game, as per when Sergio, firstly when Sergio asked me to come on this, I didn't have a game prepared. So I then, I think it was last year, maybe like a month ago, they obviously delayed it to today. And so I chose Eternal Sonata as my game. And I'll just wait for Sergio to pull up the visual. But it is JRPG. Oh, you got it. Oh, nice. And as you can see, Sir Jose has got it, an actual copy there.
Hey.
Very nice. Very nice. You got it as well. Oh, nice. Nice.
Trusty
I,
Ben.
I've played around, I haven't finished it, but I've played around 40 hours of it currently since last year. And so far, so good. It's the main thing that I really liked was there's actually a few things. The visuals, the characters are all musical. Have musical names. So, for example, jazz, beat, falsetto, and you have a big party. You can only have around 3 in a group, and they have certain special attacks, light and dark. Now, this is important because when you use these special attacks, if you're using a light special attack, it can only be done in the light, so it can't be done in the dark. Whereas when you're using a dark one, if you're in the shade, for example, or if you're in the darkness, it'll use a dark. And you quickly find out this, or you learn how to use it because in the game, for example, I got caught out one time when I was using one of the characters, and her special attack was a heal. And so I would be hitting the opponent, and then the opponent would have like I was in the cemetery level, and the opponent had like a light. So when I used my special attack, I would heal myself instead of actually using a different attack. But it's centered around Frederick Chopin. It's a musical Polish player. It's an actual person. He died of tuberculosis, and it follows his story. His story is that the game is set inside a dream of his, and he's a pianist. And so the soundtrack is beautiful. It's all his classical work. It's piano, kind of classical music. The only thing I disliked about this game was when I was traveling through, you can't really move the camera. Even though it's like a beautiful environment, you can't really move the camera. And you kind of want to see the beautiful environment, as you can see in the video there. It's really well done, beautiful, vibrant colors. But that's probably one thing I would say about this game. You just couldn't move the camera. Other than that, like I said, I'm about 40 hours in, and I'm loving it so far. The story is really good. I won't spoil it if you haven't already played it, but I would definitely recommend it. The gameplay, as I mentioned, you have a light and dark attack. At the start, you can kind of like, it gives you 5 seconds to kind of make up your mind. After that, after your party levels up, you have 2 seconds, and then you have to make up your mind, and then you have to do all these attacks. But I think, I'm not sure if any of you guys, so Jose, have you played much of this one?
Yeah, I got pretty far in, but it was the same issue. Like I had jumped off this to jump to something else, and
Mm.
something happened, and I lost my save data. So, and there's again no clouds, so I didn't want to start over. But it's
Mm.
one of those games that I've been wanting to go back to. Just same thing like Operation Darkness.
Mm.
So
I think when I read it to fully finish the game, it would take around 30 hours. I am a person that kind of likes to grind. So when I see like a map with all full of monsters, I have to go to each monster and beat them all. I can't just kind of skip each monster. I'm kind of that kind of person when I play these RPG games. I kind of like to level up, and I enjoy the grind for some reason. Call me crazy, whatever, but that's kind of me. So Joe, what did you think? You have your server copy. What did you think when you played it?
I have the I have the PlayStation 3 copy. I
Yes,
played the PlayStation
PlayStation 3 has
3
a
version first
yeah.
before having the 360. Although
Yes.
there were notable differences apparently. If you're playing the Xbox 360 version, uh, the game will award you with more rewards, more money, more experience points. Especially one of the characters here has the capability of taking pictures. You know, like
Yes.
Pokemon Snap, where you
Yeah.
take pictures of Pokemons. So
Yeah.
here, one of the aspects of gaining money is taking pictures of some monsters, and the better shots of them, the closer that you are to the monsters, and then taking their pictures. Uh, they sell pretty higher on the Xbox 360 version compared to the PlayStation 3.
Hmm.
Although for the PlayStation 3 though, the bonus that you'll get will be two extra characters, playable characters. They're only guest characters on the 360 version, but in the PlayStation 3 version, yeah, they're pretty much very playable. Yeah. So if
Hmm.
you're the type of person who wants all of the not really all of the perks, but if you want things easier for you, the 360 version. If you're into a little bit more challenge with the reward of having two extra characters, playable characters, which really they're not really that good to play with anyway. They're so white. No, seriously, they're white. I mean, they're the prince and the princess. They're wearing white outfits. Yeah. So I
Oh,
would pretty
so
much love to
Joe is
replay
the
this
one
game.
that Joe is the one that expects diversity in 13th century Bohemia. I see, I see. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, hey, pay no mind for the Aryan race. Okay,
Mhm.
all of these characters are all white.
Of
Hey, it's
course.
Poland.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's from
Actually,
Poland.
he's right. I didn't notice that until he just mentioned that.
Mm.
But funny that
Not much diversity in this game, really. Mm.
Mhm.
funny that you should mention that there is a character, his name's Beat, and he takes photos of these it's called Vivid Shot, his
Yep.
special move. And I didn't know this. I thought it was an actual move like blast or whatever. And I'm just there taking photos of, and then
No,
I didn't
they're
realize
just taking photos. Yeah.
you just take photos. And I didn't realize I'm just there
Yeah,
taking photos.
and funny when you mentioned that about the light and dark aspect of the game. So, Sir RV is right. In some situations, uh, your light move set varies to your dark move set. So if you're fighting at nighttime, so definitely you'll have the dark move set. If for some example everywhere is dark and then there's a little patch of light in there, stand there and then automatically you'll get your light move set. And in some situations, you're like for example with Polka, she has a light attribute. She has her moves like so she can heal,
You
but
know, yeah.
unfortunately her healing magic only works on light situation. So you have to make sure that she's standing on a patch of light so you can access that certain move set. Or for
There's
example, when there's a certain monster who is very weak only with with dark attributes. So all you have, and everywhere is, and you're fighting under the sunlight, and all you have to do is making sure you are baiting the enemy closer to where, like, I don't know, like a patch of shadow or a shade. Fight over there so you can have access to your dark magic, or your dark attacks. So there's certain amount of strategy in this game.
There is.
You're
There's
not,
one
you're,
particular.
it's not like those the Tales games, or those Star Ocean games where you just go around fighting all over the place. No.
There was one particular level where you're fighting a boss and it's under the clouds, and so the light
Oh yeah,
and dark is just moving around, and it's just
it's moving around. So yeah, you have to follow that.
Uh,
All right. Now, regarding RV's game, I want to hear from somebody who actually is very much into the music situation. JDM, um, have you ever played Eternal Sonata, or have you seen any gameplay footage of it? And what's your impression about the musical aspect of it?
I played a couple of hours of the game because I was asking Sergio about the JRPGs on the PS3, and this is one of the titles that he um, gave me. And then I haven't really played much of it, but as what I uh, it turns out that it was Motoi Sakuraba who was the composer or the arranger for this game. And if you do not know, if you're a um, what's that guy's name from Final Fantasy? Um, that composer, that musician
Nobuo
from
Uematsu?
yes, if
Uematsu.
you're a fan of
Mm,
that guy, you
mm.
most definitely not know this guy. He's created music from Star Ocean, Beyond the Beyond, and those other what's Sir Dan's game from the Sega, the Shining Force series.
Shining
He
Force.
made all
Yeah.
this. Yes, he made all this music for. And what I could say is that it has the signature Motoi Sakuraba music in it, like the snare drums and more on the melody, especially the flute and the um, I don't know if it's an organ or a piano. It's always like that, and um, it has ties with Chopin, right? This game, I think this is a showcase of the music of the classical or the other newer um, genre of music during that time.
Motoi Sakuraba did say that he was very he was such a good was a huge fan of Frederick Chopin. That's why he all of the music here was very much somewhat similar to Chopin's style.
and you get to learn it throughout the game. They go into it as well, so it's pretty cool. So you learn about that as well in the game.
Now, how about Mark? What's your impression? Have you played this game? If not, then what do you think about Joe's description? Sorry, RV's description of it.
Actually, from this panelist, I'm the clueless one. All of your games are new to me. So when someone, so all of you would showcase your game. So I'm the type of person right now. Wow, really? That's cool. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
and that's actually an enviable position to be in. Discovering new things, finding
Right,
out what's new, what's there that's always been there, checking it out.
right.
I envy you. You are in a great position to be. And actually, a lot of our audience here in Timeless Gamer Show are basically like you. And that's why we have this show. We want to make sure that everybody gets to see all of these underappreciated, unknown, lesser known games. And in this instance, we are focusing on that. So in your case, Mark, what's your impression?
The first thing is when Sir RV showcased the game. Okay, I thought it was hey, that looks like Studio Ghibli, Studio Ghibli art style. Then when Sergio showed the gameplay, I'm like, is this a Tale series? So the hook for me is the gameplay for sure. The music, those are the side things, but for me it's the gameplay. It looks interesting. It looks colorful. It looks so active. So yeah, it looks like a good game.
All right, very nice. Now, Jose. Oh, wait, you've given your impression, right, Jose? Yeah, that's true. You've given your impression. In my case, there's not much else to say. Everybody else has given their impressions. My only comment is I'm just very sad and disappointed that the song I Like Chopin by Gazebo doesn't have any music by Chopin. But that's, beside the point. Uh, so in this case, yeah, I played this a little bit way back when in the early days of the PS3, and it did come across as something highly artistic. I liked it very much for what it is. It did satisfy that Final Fantasy craving before Final Fantasy came on to the PS3 platform. I could be wrong on that one, but yeah, without actually saying that this is Final Fantasy, it did give off very strong Final Fantasy vibes, and I was thankful for the game being there. Music aspect, visual aspect, gameplay aspect was pretty spot on. Generally, for those of you who do not who have are not familiar with the game Eternal Sonata, find it, give it a try. It doesn't matter if you
Cheap.
try it on PS3 or on
It's cheap.
Xbox. Yeah, and it's relatively as not as expensive as all of the other games as well. So yeah, give it a try. Go down to your local retro game store, see if they have a copy. Get it for yourself and give it a try. You will not find any sort of regret once you finish it up. Mhm.
Do you think the art style, Sir Joel, kind of reminds you of Radiata
It
stories?
does. It does.
PS2?
Yes, I forgot to mention
It's
that.
a little bit cutesy in a way.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Radiata Stories. It does lean towards that art style very much so, and yeah.
Another good
I
PS2 JRPG.
Yes, very true. Very true. If you guys want to try something also unique where you walk around the world kicking everybody in the crotch to start a fight, yeah, try that one
Mm.
too. Radiata Stories.
They
But
did
yeah,
it here too,
yeah.
actually.
But yes, this one, Eternal Sonata, give it a try. Worth the time. If you guys get the chance to get a hold of it, you can put in the time to it. It will not be a waste. All right. So, who wants to go next?
Who wants to go next?
All right.
Sir JDM,
Me.
Sir.
All right. Fine. Fine. Fine.
Sir
Fine.
Joe.
Fine.
They're pointing
Fine.
to Sir Joe.
Okay. So, all right. Fine. 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 Since I was talking last, I'll do my game. It's a game called Infinite Undiscovery. For those of you who are not familiar with Infinite Undiscovery, yeah, there you go. It is another effort by Microsoft or the Xbox to try to launch the JRPG craze on its platform. Like Joe says, the Xbox is now known for a lot of sports games, action games, Halo, first person shooters, Gears of War. In this case, it was one of the earlier efforts of the Xbox to try to start off. Joe is showing up. He's showing off his copy as well.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Again, for those of you who do not have a copy, this might be a little bit harder to find. It seems to be relatively rare nowadays. Um, not that we condone piracy here, but there are unofficial sources to check it out. Yes, you might want to check out something that is spelled Xenia. So anyway, so there. So the I'm going to use. All right. Contrary to what a lot of people here are against, I am very much neutral on the use of AI. So I am going to use AI to describe what Infinite Undiscovery is about. So because I don't want my description to be all scattered everywhere. Infinite Undiscovery is a 2008 action role-playing game developed by Tri-Ace, yes, and Microsoft Game Studios
Wow.
Japan, published by Square Enix for the Xbox 360. The game follows the story of Capel, a young musician mistaken for a legendary hero who is compelled to lead a resistance group known as the Liberation Force against the Order of Chains. The Order has ensnared the moon with chains, causing the planet to suffer from blight and natural disasters. Capel, along with the Liberation Force, seeks to sever the chains and free the world from their malign influence. The game features real time action combat, allowing players to control Capel and switch between up to three active party members from a roster of 18 characters, each with unique abilities and roles. The narrative is co-written by renowned fantasy author Ryo Mizuno, and the game unfolds across a seamless, expansive world without traditional loading screens. All right, so yes, the use of AI has been maligned a lot, but I personally think of it as a tool. So, and it served its use and its purpose for me in this instance. I played this game, and honestly, I am very impressed by it. It is, if for those of you who are looking for a good blend of what seems to be like Final Fantasy and well, not, yeah, Star Ocean, shall we say? That's a good combination of Final Fantasy and Star Ocean. This game, Infinite Undiscovery, seems to be a very good fusion of it because it's got real-time battles. I know Joy is very much against real-time fantasy battles, but this one works to it works to its favor. And the storyline, I'm very much a storyline kind of guy. This one delivers in spades. You are a regular Joe Capel, and you are suddenly thrust into the middle of world-ending situations where you are mistaken to be the chosen one. You know, very shades of Agent X or Condor Man, for those of you who are familiar with the old Disney movie Condor Man. So, yes, you are mistaken to be the hero, and you are forced into situations where you're supposed to fight all these monsters. You are given the hero's sword, if I remember correctly, and you find out that you have some special abilities too with your flute, where you can cast magic spells using a flute. So, yes, overall, of course, you meet the actual hero somewhere down the line, and well, spoiler alert, he gets killed, and you have to replace him. Again, shades of Agent X for those of you who've read the book. Yes, or the old Twilight Zone episode where this guy travels back in time. The Elvis impersonator travels back in time and then meets the actual Elvis, and he accidentally kills Elvis, and he has to replace him. Shades of that as well. So in this case, Infinite Undiscovery, very colorful world. It does have an interesting premise. The moon is chained to this world, and it's causing a lot of trouble, and you are supposed to be releasing it from the chains. And of course, getting into a lot of conspiracies, getting into a lot of politics, getting into, of course, a lot of interpersonal relations with a lot of the other characters. There's a lot of different characters here as well. You get to meet them, you get to find out their motivations, unlike Joe's choice of game Operation Darkness, where it doesn't delve too much into their backstories. This does. You will find out what their motivations are for doing what they're doing. So yes, Final Fantasy-esque in terms of, if you are looking for high fantasy motivation of games where lots of different colorful characters are together, and the story, the Star Ocean type of gameplay where it is real time, you're kicking everybody's ass in a moment's notice and casting spells all willy-nilly. Yes, this will scratch that itch. Again, Infinite Undiscovery is not something that is well known to a lot of Western players, sad to say. But and I really hope that it does come out. Jose might know better than me on this one. Did it ever come out on any other platform, Jose? Infinite Undiscovery.
I don't know if I'm confusing it with another one, but I
Mhm.
think, let me check really quick.
Last Remnant, I know, came out on Windows, but Infinite Undiscovery, I don't think it ever did. I'm one of these things.
I think it stayed exclusive for the Xbox.
Yeah,
Ah,
it
that's
did.
too
It did.
bad. Oh, that's
Yeah,
too
Last
bad.
Remnant is the one I was thinking.
Last Remnant. Yeah, a lot of these games that we're talking about in the Microsoft RPG episode, I very fervently hope we'll have a re-release or remaster on the Windows systems sometime in the future, because it's such a loss that it is trapped on one particular platform. I really
It
hope.
does play on Series
Mhm.
X.
Series X. Oh, very cool. So there, I hope it. I hope it does get re-released, even on, even if it gets licensed to Switch 2. I won't care as long as more people get to try it. As you can see, it was released in 2008, so it's close to 20 years that it's been out, and I hope that people will get okay, people will get to experience it the way that I did. It's a lot of fun, and I did play it to completion, surprisingly, because I'm not the kind of guy who has a lot of time anymore to play, but this one actually held my interest to play to completion. All right, for those of you who have heard the plot, have seen the gameplay here that Joe has been showing on our show, what are your impressions? Does it interest you want to try to play it? I'm asking the JRPG man himself first. Joe.
I believe this came from Square Enix, so I have
Mm,
this suspicion that this is one of those supposedly one of those Final Fantasy games that they have in the back burner, but they had to release something for the Xbox. Oh, we have
mm.
something lying here. It was supposed to be a Final Fantasy adjacent game. You can have it, I guess. That's me, the Square Enix exclusive
Mm,
executive saying that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this was a time when we have Final Fantasy 12 released for the PS2, and then Final Fantasy 13 was about to come over for the next generation. And yeah, it does. And knowing that the developer is Tri Ace, hey, Star Ocean, right?
Star Ocean.
So
Yeah.
so it really does. It really does have. It really does resemble the Final Fantasy 12 slash Star Ocean kind of gameplay, and I don't mind doing action RPGs as long as they're Tales games or they're Star Ocean games. Those are my limits because I grew
Mm,
up on those games. That's all I can tolerate. Okay, so
mm,
I don't mind. And thank you for the spoilers. I have not played this game yet. Thank you for the spoiler.
mm.
Although, if
No.
there's one thing that I want to say, uh, so when I bought our first Xbox 360 back in Manila, so we got the Asian version of the Xbox 360.
Mm,
Infinite Undiscovery is one of those uh, games for the Xbox that are very region specific. Okay,
mhm,
for all of you guys who are watching and listening, the Xbox 360 is very notorious for being region locked. Okay, so that means if you have a US device, a US console, then that means you can only play most of the time
mm,
US ESRB NTSC based video games for the Xbox
mm,
360. It will not if you have a if you have a US device, but you have an Asian game or a uh, PAL region video game, it will not work. So to my so at the time when I was trying to collect some JRPGs for my Xbox, I keep whenever I buy something, chances are it won't work on my Asian Xbox because apparently the game is region locked. So there's a website that you can go, guys, that will show which versions of the games will work on which device. Okay, with Infinite Undiscovery, I have to look for a Hong Kong release that has the English support. So basically,
mhm,
Japanese audio, but
mhm,
with English subtitles and English text and all that. So it can be
mhm,
enabled.
mhm,
Uh, so it's very hard to come by. Unfortunately, it's very hard to. They're quite rare, actually. So for all of you guys who have an Asian device of the Xbox 360, assuming they're not jailbroken, if you want to play Infinite Undiscovery, yeah, you have to find yourself the Asian version with English support. Okay, I believe I'm not sure if Play Asia uh, keeps stock of it. You might find some in rare occasions, if you go to eBay or what's the Asian eBay carousel, you can go to carousel Hong Kong or carousel Singapore if you're lucky. That's all for me.
Well, actually, Joe, I'll have to interject. And no, but if you're at all familiar with those kinds of storylines, you find out that you look exactly like somebody else, and they're supposed to be
Oh,
the
that's
hero.
wild.
It's
Actually,
yeah, it's
that is
it's
wild.
no, I mean it's
Oh,
common as a storyline that you'll find out that you eventually find yourself replacing
yeah,
them.
I
So
mean
yeah,
that trope is so Japanese.
I
I
know
mean,
it is.
I mean, like I mean, it's not necessarily exclusive for
Mm,
Japanese dramas.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, I mean that kind of trope is also can be seen
I mean,
in telenovelas,
yeah. You also.
K dramas, Chinese dramas. I mean,
Hmm.
oh my God, you look like this. You look like this.
Hmm.
I wonder if we
Or if
oh, kind sir, kind miss. I don't suppose you can Freaky Friday our
mm,
situation.
or
Maybe you can pose as this character.
if you want, you can even do Mark Twain, The Prince and the Pauper, plain
Oh,
and
yeah,
simple.
Mark Twain,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you guys watched that the Lizzie McGuire movie,
Oh yes,
where
yes, of
Lizzie
course. Mhm.
McGuire kind of looks like this Italian singer as a dead on as
Yes,
a dead
yes,
on
yes.
singer, and then
Hmm.
they try to switch them over.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
trope. It's a trope.
it's
Yeah.
not it's a very common trope, really.
All right. Anybody else who sees the way that the game looks? Anybody else who sees the way that the game plays? I want to get your impressions. Mark, as the new guy to RPGs on the Xbox, what do you think?
Um, Actually, I'm that biased and shallow person. So when you guys said it's Square Enix, I'm like, oh, I'm good with that. Also, I
Mhm.
saw a character just did a somersault, so the
Yeah.
gameplay is more than I. It's interesting enough for me.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. How about you, JDM?
It kinda looks my game, but I guess the only difference is the story and the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Final Fantasy 12, just like
A little bit.
last last Remnant. But
Mm-hmm.
the bad thing is that um, Final Fantasy 12 was a PS2 game, so the graphics are kind of um, like dated.
Better updated.
Yes.
Mhm.
It looks better because it's in HD, but
Mhm.
yeah, because, yeah.
They have to. It's the next
Mhm.
gen.
All right. So, anybody else have their impressions before we move
Rose,
on to mid game mid show break?
how was Rose?
Jose.
Um, I haven't played it. I picked it up just because I thought it looked interesting.
Mhm.
Um, I I kind of I like the story that you explained about it because I didn't really know anything about it. I just kind of
Mhm.
went based off of what it said in the back.
Okay.
Um, and
In a
like
world where the moon is just hanging up there, not in outer
so,
space, you can.
I mean,
It's so wild.
if you do just plain old real world physics, the moon hanging around in one place
I
in the
mean, it's
world
just
will
there.
cause a lot of disasters. Yeah, the plain old gravitational pull of it in one area will just kill
Yeah.
the planet.
I
But anyway,
mean, I mean,
Jose.
your weight doesn't change. The
Mhm.
tides are unchanging.
Yeah. Oh, Jose, so you like the idea of it, the story then, is that
yeah,
right? Mhm.
yeah, like but basically this was around the time when like because like PS well Super Nintendo, PS1, PS2, mainly what I played was RPGs.
Mhm.
So going to 360 and there being a lot of shooty shoots, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
RPG, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I'll play it eventually.
Okay. All right. Very cool. All right. So I think everybody's tossing their
Sausage salad.
sorry, what? Yeah, no, no,
Sausage
no.
salad.
No. I think everybody's tossing their opinions. I think RV, did you mention yours already?
I can just say the story in this is really good. There's a part in the story where, so obviously he gets confused with Lord Sigmund.
Yes.
He gets confused, and he's hugging this character. Her name's Michelle, and she's for context of the story, she's quite busty. So and Capel's kind of Michelle's hugging Capel, and he's like, oh. Lord Sigmund, it's so nice to see you. And then, like, Capel's just standing there doing nothing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Of course. I mean,
oh yeah.
I
Why
wouldn't.
would you?
Why would you? I mean, free hug, free boob.
Well, I'll have to say this. I'm not surprised because of two things. Why would you, Capel being in that situation? And men don't get hugged enough. We
No,
guys, we dudes, we don't get hugged enough. That's one thing. Why would
no.
you want to struggle away from that? So yeah, ladies, if you guys get the chance, hug a man. You'll be surprised
Unless
at
of
how
course
nice
you're
it is,
unless of course you're
how
Sir
happy you'll
Viraj,
make.
of course.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
In Virage's case, be careful. But but
yeah. Because he's
ladies,
gay. I don't know.
uh,
Maybe.
ladies, hug a man. You'd be surprised at how happy you make him. Trust me. All right. So I think it's time for us to go on break. Joe.
All right, let's go on break. We'll just hear from BitMap Books and
Mhm.
Streamyard after these messages, okay? Do you like playing video games? Do you like reading about history? Do you like learning about video game history? Then you should give yourself the gift of owning some video game history books from BitMap. Since 2014, BitMap Books have published numerous colorful and well-detailed hardbound books about video games ranging from the different video game consoles of old and the various video game genres that will surely pique the interest of its core fanbase. BitMap's team of global video game journalists, players, and illustrators have produced numerous award-winning titles that celebrate the software, hardware, and developers that laid down the foundations for the billion-dollar video game industry we all know and love today. International shipping is also available with careful and considerate packaging from BitMap Books. If you don't want to take my word for it, then you can believe the people, almost 10,000 satisfied customers who submitted their glowing written reviews and video reviews after receiving their books from BitMap. By ordering your first BitMap book using our link, you will also be supporting the Timeless Gamers Show in spreading our love of video games and their rich history. Start your own online live streams, webinars, podcasts, online classes, and virtual presentations with Streamyard. By using Streamyard's user-friendly interface, you can also do simultaneous multi-streaming if you have accounts to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and other platforms. If live streaming is not your style, video and audio recordings are also available, especially with those who have variable and inconsistent internet connections. The finished output will still come out as clear and well articulated exactly as you originally intended. You can also customize the appearance of your presentation, like green screen effects, facial touch-ups to smoothen out those facial blemishes, multiple cameras for multiple guests joining in the discussion, your own wallpaper on the background, adding your own logo as a watermark, sharing videos from your own computer or other website for added visual aids with or without audio, uploading your own background music if you wish to set the mood when talking, and lots more. Before you can enjoy all of the wonderful full features of StreamYard, you can start with a 14-day free trial by using our link. Not only that you are supporting the Timeless Gamer Show, but you can see it for yourself how easy it is using StreamYard. Alright, thank you for that, StreamYard and BitMap Books. Okay, so we are talking about Xbox 360 role-playing games. Yay. So, who is next? How about Sir JDM or Sir Marky Mark? Who wants to go in first? Okay, let's go with Sir Marky Mark. Sir Marky Mark, what you got?
Akala ko nilipat eh.
Oh yeah. Go for it, Mark.
My game showcase is about Magna Carta 2 from Xbox 360. Originally, it was released around 2009. I honestly thought it was the same game I played before, the Magna Carta Tears of Blood for PlayStation 2. I assume it was a sequel, at least directly connected. But after playing it, I realized it's actually completely different. There you go.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness! Of course, Joe would go straight for that. Okay.
yeah.
Full
That's one of
screen.
the good things about the game. They have that good assets.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's extremely visually appealing. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Right away, the game places you in a world shaped by typical war, storyline, kingdoms clashing, etc. The thing I really like about this game is the characters and art style. The characters reminds me of Fatal Frame. The Asian-inspired faces, baby-shaped features, big bubbly eyes, small lips. But compared to Fatal Frame, Magna Carta 2 leans more into the, shall I say, cooler, edgier designs. The aesthetic of this game is obviously distinctive. It's Asian fantasy at its peak, sharp, confident. That said, the game clearly prioritizes aesthetic over practicality. This is the issue for me in some games, especially with the armor. Woman going to battle wearing revealing outfits instead of proper protection.
Hey,
Maybe lore wise,
Yes.
yeah. Hey,
Yes. What's wrong?
distraction of
And
the
there's nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
distraction of the enemy is a very, very effective
Yep.
tactic.
exactly.
Remember that.
That's the
Right,
Konosuke
right, right,
style.
right.
Yes.
Right. Maybe lore wise, maybe they're powerful enough to, wear whatever they want. But realistically for me, if I were a soldier seeing them charge like that, I'd probably forget the mission entirely. Maybe I'm nosebleeding all around or what. Um, color
That's fine.
wise, like I said earlier, it's the Xbox 360 PS2 era RPGs. So automatically it's the muted dull type of color, but it adds character. Um, Coolest parts of the party system is yeah, like I said earlier, they have these creatures, they have this human race, they have these powers, etc. This is the thing for me. The combat system is unique. In this, it has that something you need to press LT button to enter the combat phase. Okay.
Oh.
That's when your character draws their weapon and everything becomes active. And from there, you can attack, you can use skills, you can dash, consume stamina, manage overdrive and overheat. Overdrive deals more damage, but pushing too far, you will go into the overheat status. So when you're in overheat, the enemy will free hit you. You're like Patri Star loading from uh from from Krusty Krab. It's cool for me. Though it's kind of frustrating to manage. The bottom mashing will absolutely punish you from this game. Overview. Mm, Honestly, if you should play Magna Carta 2, yes. If you're into Japanese style RPGs, strong distinctive aesthetic, this game will definitely suit you. The combat system is unique. The mechanics, the depth, the world has character. It's not perfect. The learning curve can be very frustrating for new players, and some design choices clearly favored the there we go, the style over realism. But if you're willing to meet the game halfway, there's a lot to appreciate here. I'd give Magna Carta, for me, it's like 7 out of 10. That's it for me.
I don't know if it's been mentioned, but it's funny because this is actually a Korean RPG.
And I was gonna say,
No, no.
yeah,
It's not a gag. It is a Korean RPG.
Yeah.
I was gonna say then if that's the
Yeah.
case,
It's
if
true.
that's the case, then it does mesh with my initial impression
Double
perfectly
Korean.
of it being make mashup of K-pop and of JRPG. So that explains the design of the characters and their
Yes.
clothing. The K-pop aesthetic
Actually,
shows up.
I just
Okay.
started playing this game like 3 days ago.
Mm,
Yeah, so I'm really having
no,
hard time
and this
playing
is
this game, man.
honestly this is something that I've been saying for a long time already. If Japan is not careful, Korea, China, they're all going to eat their lunch in terms of anime and video games because lots of good stuff is coming out of it, and it has been for a long while already. Japan had better be careful about this. All right,
I
anybody
would
else
say
impressions?
um, I would say Magna Carta 2 before Honkai Star Rail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before
Genshin
what's
Impact.
the other game? Before Genshin Impact, there was Magna Carta 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and yeah, I mean they know what they were doing. Okay, hyper realistic girls in clad outfits. Yeah, they know who they were catering for. Okay, they were catering for me,
Mm-hmm.
gooners like me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, and again, this is one of those games for the Xbox 360 region locked. Okay, region locked
Mm.
this. So if you have a US device, buy the US version of the game. If you have the Asian device, of course, buy the Asian game. If you are I'm not sure if this has the PAL release though. Um, in my case, this is my copy of that I showed you, the Magna Carta 2. This is the Asian version, Hong Kong version with English support. Okay, and for some reason, I got this from eBay Canada. What's it doing there? I do not know. Yeah, but although till this day, it is like what among of my top five. It's one of my it's belonged to my top five most expensive JRPGs that I have in my collection. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I, I mean, it took me a while just to get so I can afford this. I did talk to the seller, and I'm like, okay, so we reached a deal, and he gave me the full copy, uh, all complete. There's two discs, by the way, disc one and disc two. Disc one, disc two of Magna Carta for the
Mm-hmm.
for the Xbox 360. Two
How much
discs,
was it?
really. Hmm. Two games. Two disc game. Magna Carta 2, Xbox 360.
How
Mm-hmm.
expensive
There
was
you go.
it?
It's expensive enough that I cannot disclose it publicly.
Understood, understood. So because that would put him in the doghouse with the missus. Okay, understood. Got it.
I'm on eBay right now, and I could buy a brand new one for $35.
$35. Oh, brand new. We're talking like
No, no, I mean, like I said, region lock. At the time
okay.
when I had my Xbox 360, uh,
Mhm,
Xbox 360, because like I mentioned earlier, my first 360 was the Asian version.
mhm,
So you can get this game, the US version anyway, for cheap, really.
mhm. Yeah.
Assuming you have the US device.
Mhm,
If you don't, then you're screwed.
yeah. To
J tag
corollary
J tag the shit. Why not?
corollary to our point earlier though, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and now if you guys have been watching it, there's this new game called Where Winds Meet, which it looks absolutely awesome. If you guys want to check out another game that is coming up that is not Japan based but is extremely aesthetically pleasing, and it looks like it's got good gameplay too. You might want to check that out. And again, warning Japan, you're on notice. You'd better be careful. Korea, China, all these other countries are going to horn in on your territory, and they're gonna eat your lunch. They're gonna take what you've got, and they might do it better. Be careful of that. Okay, all right. Anybody else
Before
has anybody?
Before K-pop Demon Hunters, there's Magna
Mhm.
Carta.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. Yes. RV. Opinions.
Yes. What's really unique about this one? And I want to ask Sir Mark about this. What did you think of the real-time combat system? I think it's quite good.
It hurts. It really hurts me a lot. Okay, I really love button mashing games, and this hurts me to the fullest. I'm always going to
How's
the
your fingers though?
overheat.
We share the same opinion.
How's your thumbs?
Yeah, so it's a pain for me. But it has its charms, so it's fine. I guess it's good.
No,
I
we,
mean,
the
I
same
mean, there's
opinion.
enough to distract you. You know, oh, this is gonna be worth it. I
True,
mean,
true.
just looking at the girls here. Okay, fine. I'm gonna use my thumbs to do something. I'm imagining I'm using my fingers or something else.
So wrong. No good.
There you go.
All right. Okay. So yeah. Anybody else? JDM. Did you toss in your impression yet? No.
Not yet. I didn't know about this game, but I heard about Magna Carta. I just have little knowledge of what the game was about, and yeah, it looks like um the the body shape of the characters here. It reminds me of One Piece, but in
One Piece.
3D.
That's
Actually,
Yeah.
true.
Their their
Proportions.
Oh
The
yeah.
person, yeah, the
proportions.
I mean
proportions.
the hourglass design. Yeah.
Uh, the
right.
the their hands are big. Their
Waist are big.
torso are
I mean the waist are thin, but the hips,
yeah. Look at that. They
like like the boobs and the waist and the ass ratio. Yeah.
they're slender and tall.
Even the guys.
So,
All right.
And this is the gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Is it an action RPG or
Yes.
It is.
It's
It
yeah.
is.
ah
It's
yeah.
real time. Yeah.
Real time.
Again,
Mm.
for it's very reminiscent of a Genshin Impact gameplay. Yeah. Actually. So yeah, I agree with you, JDM. It does give that impression of the One Piece design a little bit. And initially I thought, are there any guys here in this game? But it turns out, it turns out that
I
yeah,
think
the
There
design is.
are.
the guys
There
look
are.
feminine. That's why.
I mean, some of the guys look like girls, but yes, there are guys
And
sadly.
like
again,
Koreans,
yes, it's
like K-pops do.
Korean.
Like
Yes, it's like
yeah,
K-pop. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
That's
like
true. That's
K-pop. I mean,
true.
the guys look like girls, the girls look like guys. They're very interchangeable, really.
Okay. All right. Overall, so would you say, Mark, that you liked it enough to recommend it?
I'd recommend it to our players or viewers. It's a good game. Though I'm still starting from this from my gameplay. Overall, it's all good. It's fine.
What Sir
It's
Mark is saying, if you're men of culture, a certain taste, this is a game for you.
All right. So,
Surprisingly, this is the one game I don't own out of all the ones being talked.
oh, really?
Ah, finally
Yeah.
something I own that he doesn't.
I own the first one, but I don't own
Yes,
this one.
the first one. The first one is readily available. PS2 Magna Carta
PS2.
surprisingly is easy enough to get, but this one, but then again, we're talking about Xbox RPGs. They tend to be a
Yeah.
little bit less available.
I
All right.
do remember this one being heavily advertised
Mm.
at Walmart,
Oh, really?
of all
Okay.
places. Like those stupid things they have, so that
Yeah, the kiosks. Yeah.
no the stupid sensors that'll go off like if you're trying to steal
Oh,
something.
those ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
true.
had
That's true.
they had Magna Carta 2 covers on them with the bitch with the big titties.
Okay.
As I remember,
Got it.
you would see it going in and coming back out, and then even
Mhm.
in the electronics department, they had all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess again it showcased how Microsoft and Xbox were trying very hard to kickstart that portion of their library. But sad to say, people
Plus titties.
gravitated more. Yeah, well, of course, people gravitated more towards sports games, racing games, first-person shooters on the Xbox library, and Microsoft saw, okay, this is where we're gonna make money. This is what we're gonna do. All right. So who wants to go next in terms of games they want to present?
I'll go
I
next.
mean,
Okay.
just to add, I'm just a
Yes.
little bit surprised that the ESRB didn't really censor this game.
It really
I
flew
mean,
under the radar, I
I mean,
guess. Yeah.
I mean, look at this. See this? Look at this. I mean, even the footage right there. I mean,
Mm,
the first two things that you'll notice are those
mm.
boobs.
Yes.
I'm like, oh
They,
shit, what
it
game is that? Oh,
it probably overloaded their senses enough for it to slip by. But yeah. All right, Jose, you
It was,
go
it was
next.
it was rated properly. It was rated T for titties.
Yeah,
In
there
the,
you go. See?
in the Philippines, they
I
have
mean, they are immaculate, really.
Yes, JDM, you were saying.
in opposition here in the Philippines, we have the Magna Carta for women, which is
Mhm.
the opposite.
Not
It
the same
protects
thing, no.
women from it protects women from discrimination and something.
And
Ah, okay.
sexual
Well,
harassment.
there
Yes,
you go.
which is
This game
very
is
Understood.
opposite
entirely
to
the
this game.
opposite of it.
All right, Jose, what's your game?
Okay, my game, which I actually have right here. I think I have the only like Western RPG here because I thought
That's
some
fine.
other people were gonna jump in with some. But I
Mhm.
have Mass Effect 1
All right,
on
Mass
the
Effect
Xbox
1.
Mass
360.
Effect.
Excellent. All
This
right.
game.
For those people who are saying, "Oh, they didn't mention Lost Odyssey," supposedly Sir Jose was supposed to represent Lost Odyssey,
I
but you know
was.
what? He said, "Fuck Lost Odyssey, Mass Effect."
But
Okay.
yeah, we can do that in a
Well,
part
when
two if anybody likes
yeah,
this
when we
episode.
switched
Mhm.
to all RPGs, I was like, I might as well talk about a Western
Yeah,
one.
no, that's fine. That's fine, and it's a good balance as well because of the fact that it does. We're talking about the Xbox as a platform and what's available on it. All right, go for it, Jose.
All right, so Mass Effect 1 for the Xbox 360,
Mhm.
originally an exclusive,
Mm.
a sci-fi RPG developed by BioWare and published by Microsoft Game Studios.
Yes.
It was, like I said, it was exclusive. It was released in 2007 for the Xbox 360,
Mhm.
and not until 2012 did PS3 get it when they released all three games as a trilogy. In the game, when you start off, you have to pick from 6 classes, so it's a little CRPG in that way.
Yeah.
You could pick from Soldier, Infiltrator, Vanguard, Adept, Engineer, and Sentinel. And the cool thing is, just like any other game, the weapon types and abilities are locked behind certain classes, so you have to choose wisely. When you pick, it does tell you, this class is good at this class can do this, but this class can't do that. So for example, soldiers are skilled with all 4 weapon types, but they have no biotic or no tech abilities, so you won't be able to hack things, you won't be able to do your powers. Adepts excel at using biotics, but they suck at using weapons, so they're stuck with just the pistols. In the game, you can customize Commander Shepard to look however you want. It's either female or male. You can make them look as close as you like to yourself as possible, or you can just do whatever you want. So everyone's Shepard is going to be completely different. And in the same way, the game is played. It has a dialogue wheel where you can choose when you're speaking with NPCs and teammates. And this is where morality takes a big place in the game, and how other characters see you depending on the choices you make in these dialogue trees. You have Paragon, which is you being charming, and Renegade, which is used to intimidate people.
Renegade for
You're-
life.
I could never bring myself to do Renegade. I don't know why. So you do play as Commander Shepard, male or female.
Because
You're-
Jose doesn't want to be mean to the NPCs. I can see his mentality on this one. Anyway,
Well,
continue.
especially some of the ones that I really like, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't want to be mean to them. Anyway, continue, Jose.
So you do start off the game.
You know what? If we ever play another D&D LARPing, yeah, you know what kind of character Sir Jose will be.
Watch me. I'll be the complete opposite.
Oh,
Fuck,
okay, fine.
fuck everyone.
Fuck everyone.
All right, Jose, go ahead.
Chaotic
Okay,
neutral of death. Chaotic neutral.
So in the game, you are tasked with stopping a rogue specter, and a specter is a officer of some type who has basically immunity. He could come and go as he pleases, do whatever he wants. But this guy is going rogue, and he's going to help bring back these this alien race that will destroy the universe. So in an unheard of thing, they promote a human to be a specter, the first time and anyone this has ever happened. Because aliens don't really like us because they don't trust us, because we have good reason too. Look at all the stuff we've done here on our little planet. You don't think we'll do that out there? So certain actions are hidden behind high levels of your Paragon and Renegade. So there's a certain part in the game where you get to, and I guess it's kind of spoilery, but not really. I guess, I don't know, whatever. It's gonna happen. So there's a point.
Statute of limitations applies. Go for it.
So there's a section where you're on a mission, and one of your party members named Rex is getting in a fight with you, and you have the option to calm him down, but you can only do that if you did his side mission where he will gain more trust with you. If you haven't done that, your only other choice is either for you to kill him or for you to motion your teammate to kill him. And when he's dead, he's gone. So the only way you can keep him in Mass Effect 2 and 3 is if he survives the first game, which is if you did that mission. And I didn't know that the first time. So I'm over here stuck like, wait, what? Like, this motherfucker has to die. And you can see the dialogue option, but it's grayed out because I haven't done that thing to earn his trust.
Oh, okay. So you missed out on the key event. Okay.
Yes. So I was like, oh my god. So
I hate games like that.
I remember looking it up, and people were like, yeah, you were supposed to have done this, and then you can save him. And I was like, so on my second playthrough, I did that. So in the game, you can romance a teammate. So you have the sexy times.
Yes. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
in the original, in
like
this first one,
yes.
in the first one, you can only romance, if you're the male shepherd, you can only romance the females. And it's only like 3 of them. When you get to Mass Effect 3, you can have some of Raj's nice gay sex. But you have to wait till you get to 3 before you do that. You can explore planets in this game. You either do it on foot or you do it in their little tank-like mobile called the Mako. And some of the planets are kind of boring. There's nothing going on in them. But you can find some interesting stuff sometimes. And like I said, this game, it does continue in 2 and 3. So all your data and your choices will transfer over to Mass Effect 2. And same thing with Mass Effect 2. When you finish that game, your data will transfer over to Mass Effect 3. So the story is being told over 3 games.
Yeah, in a way, you can think of it as one really large game.
So it's that, especially if you get Mass Effect Legendary Edition on the Xbox or the PS4. That's
Andromeda doesn't count.
3. Yeah,
Andromeda doesn't count. No.
I don't even know about that one. But yeah, and the game does play like a third-person shooter type. You do have cover system. You can switch weapons. You have powers you can use if you choose the right classes. You can instruct your teammates to do certain things.
Jose's getting distracted.
Okay, now I was wondering because Sergio, I'm pretty sure he's played this. I was wondering his romance options. through the series. But
Oh,
you
me?
can instruct
Crazy.
your no Joe.
Joe. Okay, there you go.
I was like, hey, you can instruct your teammates to do certain things. They kind of
Hmm.
suck most of the time though. So
They're
that's it.
inexperienced. Yeah, They'll
Yeah.
they'll get the hang of it eventually.
So who has played this and who did you romance in this first one?
All right.
I
Go ahead, Joe.
go. No. I mean, my brother played the hell out of Mass Effect, uh, and I watched him uh, play like multiple playthroughs of this because he wasn't really using a walkthrough per se, so he was just playing blind. So a lot of times he was missing a lot of shit, and so he was experimenting on the female shepherd and the male shepherd. Uh, some questionable choices that he picked. I mean, mostly non-humans, mostly aliens, but hey, they're quite fine in their own way. It, my first impression of Mass Effect was I'm not sure if Sir JDM will agree or Sir Dan will agree. If Knights of the Old Republic and Halo had sex and had a baby, it's Mass Effect. If that makes sense.
Yes,
Star Wars,
exactly.
Knights of the Old Republic, and Halo. Yeah, you'll get Mass Effect. Um, yeah, I mean, uh, when I first saw this, I'm like, okay, so uh, you, it's more like a third person shooter, but you're also getting experiences by killing stuff, by completing missions, and of course those dialogue things. I hate those kind of games, like. Uh, those branching decision makings that you have to do, and it's fine if it's just like two or three alternative endings, but there's a lot of endings here depending on which kind of if you want to be a goody two shoes or if you want to be an asshole in this, aka Paragon or Renegade. And there's a lot of ways that the ending can go depending on your words and actions. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of uh replayability with this game, 1, 2, and 3. um Not necessarily my game that I would play, but I can appreciate some of the tropes being used in here. Like, yeah, the dancing naked aliens, of course. Very interesting indeed. Okay, how about you guys?
Mm.
Search JDM, do you kind of agree on my assessment? KOTOR
Yes,
and Halo equals Mass Effect.
yes, exactly. And Knights of the Old Republic is another BioWare game, and you have those branching dialogue where you could just try to um, avoid you can try to avoid confrontation or use your Jedi mind tricks. And I have this game, by the way, for the PS3. It's the Mass
There
Effect
you go.
trilogy. In its region one, which is nice. I bought this like a couple of years after the release of the third game, and
Nice.
but I didn't really finish um, the first game because when I whenever the game allows you to explore um, the worlds, it's so like vast. So I got overwhelmed eventually. And what I like about this game is, aside from the romancing, interracial romancing is
Interracial what?
intergalactic.
Intergalactic romancing.
It's like in
Intergalactic shagging. What? What's the correct term for this?
I don't know.
Intergalactic lovemaking, intergalactic dating,
Xenosex.
intergalactic
Sino-
xenosex. Yes.
Xenosex.
Eh, I I can't remember if there's a zero G sex in here like in Final
It was
Fantasy.
implied, I think. Am I right? As I was saying, it was implied. They
Oh,
had
I think
zero
so.
G.
Yeah.
It was implied,
So
yeah.
another thing that I like in this game is it has a black blackjack like game called Quasar, which I
Quasar.
think I spend most of my time in playing
Playing cards.
Quasar than doing the
The
quests.
main quest.
And it's like blackjack, just like in Knights of the Old Republic, you have Pazak. It's
Mhm.
somehow similar, but it's much more similar to blackjack than Quasar is much more similar to blackjack than in Pasak, because in Pasak the you have the ability to get cards, additional cards, instead of like being drawn different card each turn.
Speaking like a true role playing gamer, more interested on the mini game than the actual game.
Yes. And also that is the reason why I haven't really explored the game, because there's too much there are too many worlds to explore, and
Yeah.
I get overwhelmed. I guess this is the only aspect of RPG that I'm not really I don't not that I hate, but I don't really I least like, because
Mhm.
you have to explore every nook and cranny, and the um dialogue that you need to um choose,
Mhm.
Hmm.
because if you really wanted to become this really good guy, then you must avoid anything that may ruin the
Mhm.
situation that you are already with your enemies. And yeah.
Mhm. All right, and I completely agree with JDM on this one. It is overwhelming, even at the very start of the game. Once you get to the homeworld, the human homeworld, there's a ton of people that you can speak to. There's a ton of things that you can do. There's a ton of places that you can explore, and that's just on your home planet. You haven't even gone out to check out all the other places too. Have to admit, this is one, and of course, as Jose pointed out, the choices matter. Whatever you do going in this game, almost everything that you do will have an impact on your reputation, on things down the line. It's an overwhelming game, and you have to allocate a lot of time for this one if you wanted to get the full experience of it. Sure, you can ram your
Very
way
time
through it.
consuming to get all of the
Mm,
achievements
yes.
and or the trophies. Really
Yes, that's
annoying.
true. That's true. That's true. So yeah, it's a tremendous game for those of you who want a deep and fulfilling and very long-lasting experience. This is the game to get. But
This is
yeah,
not for this is not for beginners though.
mhm, yeah. How about you, Mark? Have you tried this game?
No, I'm actually not into sci-fi type of games, but
Hmm.
it's choice heavy driven game. Also,
Hmm.
it has that intergalactic breeding systems. So I think
Oh, we're
it
gonna use
sparks my
we're gonna use the word breeding. Okay, go.
Very subtle.
so it sparks my curiosity. I think it's a game worth
What,
investing
breeding?
time in. Yeah.
All right, and of course, RV.
Yeah, I played 1, 2, and 3, and I did it the way where you can go through all the stories from 1 to 2 and 3. I don't remember a lot. I just remember having fun with the romances and just and just trying different things.
Just the romancing aspect of it. I mean, what else is there to remember?
I remember.
No,
Yeah, it was really good.
it's kind of it's kind of weird. I mean, out of all the Korean games that the Korean game that we showed, the Japanese role playing game that we showed, yeah, they're all sexy and fine, almost revealing clothing. But nope, Mass Effect says, "Hold my beer, dancing naked aliens, go."
Yeah. What can I say? The West does it better.
The
Anyway.
West is the best.
um,
The best is
uh,
the best.
I
Yes.
remember Joel, you talking about when you get to the world, like the hub.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that was like my favorite part because
Mm-hmm.
like I know you guys don't really like it, but I like the dialogue tree. I like talking to everyone.
Oh
I
no, no, no.
spent
It's good. It's just so involved.
I know I
Yeah. Go ahead.
spent hours and
Mm-hmm.
hours
Just
talking to
interacting with
every
everyone.
single person on the Citadel, and I
Mm-hmm.
still do on every playthrough. You would think that I didn't play the game at all, and I will continue to talk to everyone and just listen to everything they have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You can also imagine.
I mean, most of the time they have very interesting to say. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they
That's
didn't. I
true.
mean,
That's true.
Bioware didn't really give them like generic
Oh yeah,
dialogue.
yeah. Mm-hmm. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
even for the NPCs.
Yes.
It's funny though that this game, like I said, it was an Xbox exclusive, and
Mm-hmm.
they didn't come out until that trilogy pack that Sir JDM showed came out,
Mm-hmm.
but 2 and 3 had already come out.
Mm-hmm.
So they made like a little comic book type thing called Mass Effect Genesis,
Mm.
where it would take you through the story of one, and
Okay.
you would do your choices there. So
Oh,
it
so
would be
like
like
it's like a abbreviated version,
yeah,
like
so it
so to
would be
say.
like it would tell you the story and get
Mm-hmm.
to a point where you have to make a decision, like
Mm-hmm. A
the
choose your
teammate
own
thing.
adventure book,
Yeah,
basically.
and
Ah,
then
nice.
you pick it, and then it would continue the comic and be like this
Mm-hmm.
happened
Mm-hmm.
because Rex
I have to admit,
something. Yeah.
early days BioWare really rocked. They really nailed it, and just hit it out of the park every single time. All right, so yeah,
You know what? I mean, too bad Miss Hinu and Miss I are not here
mm,
because those two girls played the hell out of Mass Effect. I mean, would have been nice to to hear their thoughts
mhm,
about the
I
game.
bet they did. No.
mhm.
Hmm.
All
Especially
right.
Messina, all that
And you
sex.
guys think
Oh yeah.
we're naughty gentlemen around here? Wait
Hmm.
until you get to hear those two girls. They're
Yes.
more. I mean, they're filthier than we are.
Yep. All right, and I think that's almost everybody. There is one more person left who is left to give out their
JD,
game.
Sir JD Arium.
But last but not the least,
Absolutely
and
not. No.
I, I guess this is the least favorable game, RPG game of the C of the Xbox 360 RPG games. So the game is called The Last Remnant by Square Enix. There you
Mhm.
go. I got this game for about $10. I could see why. And so The Last Remnant
Ouch.
is was released in 2008 by Square Enix, and it's a high fantasy JRPG set in the world shaped by ancient artifacts called the Remnants. These are powerful relics that influence politics, warfare, um, and even the balance of life itself. And the story follows Rush Sykes, a young man searching for his sister, and they got entangled with the conflicts between nations, generals, and mysterious forces that are tied into the relics. So, rather than a traditional save the world narrative, this plot leans heavily more into the political intrigue, military campaigns, and the cost of power. So, um, it's like what do you call this? But we've talked about World War II earlier. This is the like the cost of those wars that were waged against different nations, and it's more mature, I guess, and grounded than many of the JRPGs or Western RPGs that we've talked about earlier, and it has an emphasis on large scale conflict instead of personal melodrama. So at first I thought this was like the most hated trope of Ninong Joel, which is the young generation. They are the main
Mm.
characters.
Oh yeah.
This is
like
like
the teenager carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The weight of the
This is
galaxy.
more of
Oh yeah.
this
Hmm.
is more of like a coming of age. Each character has their own battles in life. For
Carrie has her
example,
own age.
uh, Rush Rush Sykes has this like coming of age arc where he was when you're young, you're stupid, you don't you're reckless, you don't think about what's going to be
Fucking
the
up.
consequence of your actions. Just must just like I am when I was young. I didn't know.
We all were.
I knew little about the world, and so Rush has this power in him, the remnants, and I think this is why the game it's called the Last Remnant, because he was, I guess, one of the last persons who had this, and these remnants are, I think, if you take a look at it, it's more of an entity that's within this person or a vessel. It Because along the way, these powers that comes with it comes with a cost. So you have to sacrifice people like collateral damage, because it makes you um, you ready these people to fight the wars uh, against other nations, because people has been so reliant of these relics of this remnants, that like uh, they will ready armies to conquer each cities that has these remnants, and it has it yeah we mentioned political intrigue. It reminds me of Final Fantasy 12, where there is um like an oppression from a large Arcadian force against the people of Dalmasca, who was being oppressed by this Arcadian army. But here it's the remnant that they're trying to conquer. So, and the people are really dependent on these remnants, that they would like to conquer everything. They would like to get the remnants. Uh, the conqueror is the somehow the main antagonist, was trying to conquer every single cities that has these remnants, and um, you have this character who is a marquis of Atlum, one of the cities who have this powerful remnant, and the cost of these remnants is the binder or the vessel of this power loses autonomy. Like, he doesn't really know it, but they're being robbed of their humanity, because instead of being like binded to it, they become like a vessel, mere vessel for these powers. So also human sacrifice or collateral damage, because they have to amass armies to protect these remnants. And uh, as with real life, these wars are we are all collateral damage. Wars are won with Pyrrhic, was it Pyrrhic victories? So there's a lot of damages, structure, people, and everything, financial. And yeah, that's all about the plot of the game. And going to the gameplay, it's a squad-based combat, more on unions, tactical gameplay, and positioning, because it involves flanks or like the pincer attacks. You need to you don't want to get sandwiched between um, other forces because it will deal a lot of damage. And it's turn based it's turn based um, but battle system. It allows you to attack, use mystical arts and other support commands. And it also introduces a battle rank system which involves no experience and no points. I- It's not. Um, I was expecting junction systems or three skills, but it doesn't. It's more about the which units you have in your party, because a party here is they have a universal HP. So regardless of um,
Mm.
yeah, it's not your typical um, JRPG gameplay that you have individual commands for each character. But here, like it's the one in the video, when you're in a party, you can only do attack, um, mystic arts, and support. You can't really command what attack they're going to use. So it only matters to the leader of the party. So you have several parties in one battle. So you can have as much as four. And also, what I don't like is the um, about the battle rank system. Just like in Final Fantasy 8, it your enemy scales the battle rank that you're already in. So if you grind too much, they will scale up to your battle rank. So it won't be it won't be easy. It won't get easy. It will stay the same because and they will learn uh, new abilities, more powerful abilities, which is it will make for a difficult battle, lengthy battles.
So
So
it basically punishes you, a la Final Fantasy 8. The higher you go, the
yes,
the less fun it gets. Okay, that
yes,
sucks.
exactly. And
Mm.
I saw people doing a level one, low level run because they don't want to, because it's time consuming to grind.
I mean,
And
it makes sense. It makes sense if you get punished for leveling up, why level up? Just go through the
yeah,
story at level one.
As is, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so to my understanding on what Sir JDM is saying in regards with the battle system, so let's just say Sir Joel has a party of three: Sir Joel, Sir Jose, Sir RV.
Mm,
Sir Joel would be the leader, and
mm,
then Sir JDM is commanding me and Sir Mark. So both of our teams going together, we encounter the enemy. Sir Joel will have the full command of Sir Jose and RV, and then Sir JDM will have full command of me and Sir Mark. So we grunts don't have like, so you cannot really choose a specific move for us. The leaders themselves will be barking out orders on what to do.
mm.
yes,
Is that what I'm
yes.
getting here?
It's not
Oh,
like
okay.
it's not like Fire Emblem that each member of your party has their own attacks and
Oh, so, yeah.
uh,
Not all party members will get like a specific action to do. So
yes,
okay. So for example, if Sir Joel says, "Defend," all of us will defend. I mean,
yes,
his team
right.
will go in defense, and then if Sir
Mm.
JDM says, "Okay, heal up," all of us will be healing up instead of attack. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Mm.
which is crap actually
What's
because
the morale meter for?
I
this
guess
one,
Yeah.
yeah, I
What's
guess
that
if
morale
you're
meter for?
if I guess
Yeah, yeah.
if your morale is high enough and the bad guys or your enemy
Their
morale
attacks will
goes
be
down,
uh
yeah,
their
will
attacks
be
will be,
Weaker,
lesser, weaker.
yes.
Hmm.
kind of.
And it's
Oh, okay.
easier to
They'll be
defeat
routed
your
then.
enemies, yeah.
Okay, understood.
And which
Okay.
is
Mm,
also true with the enemies. If their morale are, there's a power meter
Hmm.
on the top of the battle.
right.
So
I can understand why Sir JTM would play this the first time. Let me guess. Is it because of the quick time event button mashing, just like
Hmm.
Resident Evil 4? You
yes,
know,
because by the looks of it, it looks
because it kind
like
of
an
reminds
action
me
RPG.
of Legend of Dragoon. Kind of reminds
Hmm.
me of what's that PS2 game?
I didn't realize it until
And definitely Expedition 33.
mm. And I was thinking of Final Fantasy 12 as well
Right.
because you have your gambits that you can use to like automate what they would do. For example, you play as Baltier, then you want to automate the movements or the actions of um, his partner
Right.
Fran,
Okay.
depending on
Hmm.
the conditions that you set to it. Here it's yeah, it's more tactical, but in the sense that you cannot really you can command them, but they can do whatever. You can't
Question.
really.
Question. With the battle commands that you can dish out, are they constantly changing depending on the situation, or do you have the same commands re- uh, in every battle? Like they change.
Yes, you have it changes. What I notice is the words change, but
But the action is
it's
still the same.
yeah, the actions are still the same.
Well,
Where you
okay.
could just attack while healing. Um,
So the
your
wording might be a little
character
bit
can
different,
attack,
but
but
yeah, okay.
if one of your members has this healing um uh powers, then they can use that as well. But yeah, it's really you can't really control what they will have to do in
Mm,
each turn. So,
okay.
which is
What?
I didn't really like, especially
Uh,
for a tactical game. I have played Age of Wonders 2 the past few
yeah.
weeks and at this past week, and I love how you can move each unit and do specific moves. But here, going back to this game,
So
you don't
so
really
this
have
is
this
more like
freedom.
macro managing in a way, Sir Joel. Am
Yes.
I right?
Pretty much, yeah. Like we're talking like army commands here. We're not talking about individual and
Individual.
individual movements. Yeah. So in a way, I can understand how that makes sense because you, as a general, you don't individually say, "Private, throw that
Yeah,
grenade," or
yeah.
things
Yes.
like that.
Do this specific
Mhm.
thing that
No,
that I order you to
no.
do.
Mhm.
If you have
Generally,
Do this.
yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
Yes, as a
if you
commander of
have
an army, you
this
say, "Go, no, go attack that area over there. Take
right,
that area,
So
take that hill.
so
it
basically
contradicts
you are very reliant on the AI
Pretty
yes,
much, yeah.
to do to hopefully do the thing that you want them to do.
it
Hmm.
contradicts the
Oh God.
control that you have in the military control that you
Hmm.
Right.
could boss the grunts around you.
Hmm.
Okay.
But
Mm.
so yeah, it this reminds me of Final Fantasy 12, the story, the characters, because Van from Final Fantasy 12, he's a youngster, would like to be a sky pirate, who have these ambitions of being a sky
Skies of
pirate.
Arcadia.
Yeah.
Mm.
And World building wise, the architecture, the theme of the it's medieval, but they're advanced. They have this um huge canyons. They have this airships. So it's like Final Fantasy. I think this is one of the reasons why I got real to this game, because I was thinking they made a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy 12, but looking at the gameplay, it's the complete opposite. And also, I hate the squad battle mechanic, and the difficulty is unbalanced. You are in this specific map. You encounter this enemy which is relatively easy, then all of a sudden in the same map you encounter this enemy, then it's very difficult. Especially I didn't know that I was grinding and the battle ranks are scaling up with your enemies. What what the so I'm rating this game a 6. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I got baited.
All right.
I got baited by
I
this
uh,
game so much.
I kind of understand the game mechanic though. Because I played Civilization Revolution not
Mm.
just a while ago. Thank you for Sir Joel recommending that. Expect the 4X episode, guys. So uh, I mentioned that because, like for example, like I have this battalion of horse riders, right? And
Mm.
I'm trying to, and then I'm engaging a battalion of archers, and I can't control each soldier that I got. So
Mhm.
that one battalion, yeah, they just go as a collective, attack
Mhm.
attack these guys,
Mhm.
and then you'll just see them fighting each other. And then looking at the gameplay of Last Remnant, this is basically like I imagine, like if those horse riders fighting those archers in like this, like in full view,
Mhm.
close up fighting. It's kind of like I mean, it has the same it has the same mechanic really. So in that regard, I'm like, I suppose I can probably play this game.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I get how things work, I don't really mind this. I mean, playing, playing Civilization really,
Mhm.
and then jumping into this
Mhm.
battle wise. Hey, it's a little bit more full in view.
Mhm.
You're not really micromanaging everyone. You're just macro managing. I mean, you're just barking out orders. You're just fighting directly the. You're just fighting a specific group of enemies. It's not just you. You got other groups that who fight with your guys. So I suppose I have a feeling that this is very time consuming though.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, if you're commanding the armies, and it's like you would have to factor in. You would have to factor in how you would make the attack, not like individually, but what would be the best to in terms of morale also. So yeah, I'd say. Well, I'm happy that we were able to kind of shift Joe's no notion of individual battles in one-on-one people to more of the army type. So we broadened his horizons, gentlemen. We're very happy with that. Okay,
Oh,
so
Also,
another
I forgot
question.
about
Forget.
the quick time events.
mm-mm,
I
Yeah.
don't get. I didn't really get used to it because of the delay.
Oh,
uh,
there's a delay. This
The
lag.
Yeah,
Oh
there's a
God.
lag. I don't know if it's the disk because I installed it on the hard drive, but it's still there's a
Mm.
delay. And
mm,
the buttons that you need to press, they don't come up sooner.
mm,
Oh,
It
it's one of
doesn't give
those. Okay.
any like clue.
So the
So
timing's way off.
yes, it's very way off. Like 75% you will miss the quick time event.
Right.
mm.
Mm.
Unlike
I
other
mean, does it matter if you don't press it in time?
Will the
I
like
mean, does
will
it
the
really
attack
matter
be not successful, JDM?
or yeah,
It will still hit, but there's minimal damage. So
damage?
to
Mm,
maximize
All
the
right.
damage, you
Oh,
need
so basically,
to,
what you're doing is like what? You're invoking critical damage if you press the button the
yes,
right time.
additional, like a critical hit or additional
Right.
damage
Okay.
only.
Okay.
And this
What
is
does
not
deadlock
for
mean?
just the attacks. It also applies to the support commands, like healing and your buffs. But the quick time events are really way off. The timings are way off.
Mm.
This is
You know what?
unwritten
Maybe they.
rule.
Okay. Maybe this is one of the reasons why they did the remaster of this game. So maybe they worked out they worked out the bugs.
Mm.
Mm.
I guess. Yeah, I just realized that they re-released this on Steam. I haven't
Mm.
tried that one yet. I bought
What does
the
deadlock mean?
$10. Uh,
What does deadlock mean?
it's a position where you are. It's somehow you are flanked or something like that by two different parties from the opposing armies. So
mhm.
it's like a
So
pincer
Oh,
attack.
a
you're the one who
pincer
gets
Or
attack.
trapped. Oh,
you can't.
Uh,
Once you're in a deadlock, you can't move to attack a different party anymore.
okay.
If
oh, so you're
but
stuck there. Okay.
you can lose that deadlock, but you will be vulnerable to another pincer attack, and it will like lower your morale, so
Okay.
that you don't want to have that. It's better
Okay.
to stay on deadlock.
Okay. Well, yeah, I maybe it wasn't for JDM, but maybe we'll give it a try, right? Maybe sometime in the future.
I would say if I think it's not that enjoyable to search it in because of the lags. If he
There's also
played
that.
it, if he played the remaster on Steam, maybe he might have a better
Yeah,
time with this.
that's true. All right. Anybody else have an opinion before we pretty much bring it home? Mark, what do you think?
I'm thinking of Dynasty Warriors and Final Fantasy 12 vibes here.
That's true.
Um, yeah, it looks complex for me.
Hmm.
Although it looks interesting as well, but it makes you curious to try it because of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my part.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And of course, RV.
I have to agree with JDM. I'm not a big fan of when the battle rank system where if you grind so much and then the enemies are still like kind of the same level as you, that would just confuse and frustrate the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's the power creeping, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think that pretty much is the show. Take us home, Joe.
Oh, how about Sir Jose?
Oh, Jose.
Anything else to
Yeah.
add, Sir Jose?
I know that does suck. Imagine not knowing that and grinding for like ever,
Mm, mm,
and
mm.
then being like, "What the fuck? Why is this guy still hella strong?" But it still
And I
looks
like grinding
interesting.
too. Yeah. I mean, if I'm the type of person who has time to grind, sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but games don't give
Reminds me of that comic where this adventurer goes up against this orc and he gets beaten up, and he says, oh, "Wait, just you wait. I'll be back." So he goes off, grinds into a powerful buff character. Comes back. I'm gonna go beat up that orc now. And then when he comes back, the orc is just even
jacked.
larger and more buff, jacked and everything. Because he's been working out too, and he says, "What's up, man?"
Back for some more
Yeah,
beating.
exactly. Yeah. Like, you're not gonna expect him to just sit around there doing nothing, right? He's just going to. But then again, I guess that makes sense on the real world, but on gameplay, it does get frustrating. All right, take us home, Ja.
All right. For those people who are complaining, they didn't mention this, they didn't mention that. Fuck you
Mm.
guys. Okay. Just to mention, we got Fantasy Star
Mm.
Universe, Final Fantasy 11,
11, yeah. Mm-hmm.
uh, MMORPG.
Mm. Tales of
Yes.
Vesperia. There you go.
You have to show all the
Uh,
Final Fantasy
Special
11s
Force
though.
3. There you go.
Yep, for sure.
There you
All the
go.
origins.
Oh,
Was
I think Joe went on mute.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
mute.
was Final Fantasy 14 still on the 360 or
Oh,
was
I
it?
don't remember.
14.
I
14,
know
All
it's a.
right.
14 never made it to 360.
Mhm.
No.
Uh,
I think that's PS4. Oh,
Mhm.
Resonance of Fate. God damn it. Resonance of
Mhm.
Fate. We got, of course, the Miss Walker games. How can we forget?
Mhm.
Blue Dragon, of course, right here. And then Lost Odyssey.
Yes.
the
Okay.
And
I
this
mean, there's a
one?
couple more. The Agarest
Yes,
War game.
Spectral Force 3. Yes. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
Spectre Force 3.
Yes. Mhm.
There are also the Agarest War games, but
Yes.
but that's like very uh, that's way too rated for us to show.
Mhm.
That's the show, guys. That's the
Yes.
RPG episode, the Xbox role playing games episode. Okay, we managed to keep it under 3 hours. Yay! All right, so let's just do our shameless plugs. Okay, let's start with Sir Marky Mark. Where can they touch your grass?
Hey guys, you can catch what you can catch me at Facebook and YouTube. It's one of Quest, so yeah, just catch me somewhere there.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Mark and Sir RV. Where can they touch your grass?
Hi, thanks for listening and watching, guys. If you downloaded the podcast, you can catch me on Retro Vibes on YouTube.
All right, thank you for that, Sir RV. Sir JDM.
yes, if you would like to find me, I'm inside this grater. Please let me out. So you can catch me 123 Go Retro on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and my new venture JDM Archives also on Facebook and YouTube. Um, let's see. I guess that's it.
All right, thank you for that, Sir JDM. And okay, Sir Jose, where can they touch your grass?
You can find me on all socials and gaming platforms as Dark Gothic Fate. That's about it. And here.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Jose. And of course, Sir Joel, where can they touch your grass?
All right. Well, first things first, I want to thank the audience here. We haven't had the chance to acknowledge people in the chat. I wanted to say thank you so much to to Jom and Ten, Jomar. Also, the people who passed by. It was Dan Dice, Marlon, who was there as well, and Michael Torres. Thank you
Jason.
so much. Jason, definitely. I want to say hi also to one of our regulars, Gamitaglia Barunaroyka. They have always been there. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, passing by. You guys rock. You always make the show much nicer. It's sad to say we weren't able to acknowledge you guys during the show, but we will be doing that going forward again. Sorry about that. Okay, so you will be seeing me stream on the usual places: twitch.tv, kick.com, rumble.com, and on the brand new platform streamer.live, streamr.live. Very light, very easy to use. You can set up a brand new account there and stream. Who knows, you might be the next big streamer. And I have been streaming a lot a brand new series recently called the arcade revivals, or the arcade evolution, where I am going to be playing arcade games like Asteroid, Centipede, Galaga, and their different iterations in every platform. I started off with Asteroids just this past week. I did the original arcade. Fine, okay. I did the original arcade. I did the version on the Game Boy Advance, as well on the PS1, and the latest version being on Asteroids Recharged, which was highly enjoyable. You'd be surprised how all these arcade games have evolved from the arcades, the stand-up arcade cabinets, all the way to modern times. So you guys might want to check that out. Banyaga Native page. And yeah, almost always here on Timeless Gamer Show, unless real life gets in the way. Back to you, John.
All right, thank you for that, Sir Joel. And that's the show, guys. Thank you all so much for dropping in. Those who took a peek. I believe next week would be Miss Hinu will be coming back to the show. We'll be doing a part two of the cartoons, cartoon-based video games,
Mhm.
as suggested by Miss Hinu. And that's it, guys. And on behalf of the Timeless Gamers crew who are not here, Sir Viraj, Sir Dan, Miss I, and Sir Drew, our bodies and our games and our bodies might grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain
Timeless.
timeless.
Timeless. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Bye.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah.